We don't want that yet. Alright, we are gonna do this. This is Cabookey completionist, so collect everything. No skips. It's gonna be me versus John. He's gonna give me a practice race ahead of my tournament race tomorrow evening. Up against James FNX. Winner moves on, loser goes home in the Cabookey tournament 2026. Okay. I think we're good. We're just waiting on John to ready up. He said he just needs a minute or so we'll do that. So yeah, this is Cabookey. So casual boots with key sanity. So standard start with boots, get a sword from Uncle. And then you collect everything. All 216 checks. No pots, no key drop, no atomizer. Not even mirror scroll, just completionist, which is what I'm going to be running tomorrow. I was just going to do a practice, but John offered to run a race. And he's never done a completionist seed before, so this will be good for him. So what did he say? He's excited. First completionist seed, so it'll be good. I've only done completionist in this with the key drop, which is 249, I think, items. Because there's, 33 key drops in the game, I guess. Alright, sounds like John's ready, so we'll get this going. So we'll get this going and see how we do. My escape times have been particularly awful lately, so we're going to hope that this is a little better. Let's go. I didn't even see what the Uncle text was. I was looking at something else. Suppose it doesn't matter. Early book. Our time is going to be 5:15, maybe a little bit higher if we get some text. But that's what I'm looking for a time. The only real issue I've had with Escape recently is ball and chain guard. I should just grab the pot. In this mode, there's a pretty low chance of needing to go into the escape sequence. It's not zero, but it is very, very low. We should just be able to do a normal escape. Alright, that's a pretty... That's not bad, I guess. I've been doing worse, so we'll take it. Maybe the pot 4 slash is the way to go. I think it's a little quicker than 2 pots. And it's a little more consistent than the 8 slash. This is about the time in Key Drop where I would just be going into Castle Tower, most likely. They give you the stuff to get in, it's probably worth it to go in. This is already like 5 seconds faster than my last couple of runs, so... Probably looking at closer to a 520 at this point. Which I'll take. We'll take it. There's been some text, so if we get somewhere in the neighborhood of 520, I'm not going to be upset. Not too upset anyways. I was a little off. Nice. Also nice. So that flute is going to make it pretty easy to get around the world now. $5.17. Alright, we've shaved like 10 seconds off of our time. That's really good. Odd. Pod 1. At some point, I do want to do... Bagel posted a... Cabookey drop miser seed, I think. It's cross keys, Cabookey drop, atomizer. Just all sorts of fun stuff. I do want to do that at some point. I was hoping to do it this weekend. It just didn't pan out that way. Just to see if we need to do it early or... No, nothing we need to worry about. Whenever we get a chance. Our first big key, Thieves Town. I think a good time for this would be, if we can get sub 2, I would definitely take that. Grab a couple of bombs from here. Alright, I did collect the bomb. You go from the top, it just kind of auto-collects it. That's good to know. Previous seed I wasn't sure, because I didn't hear the collection noise, so I'll do one more. But since the bomb kind of pops up when you first bonk, you just kind of auto-collect it by the looks of it. That's really good. Flips, okay, good. Early flute, which we have to activate. Flips. It's pretty close to Zora money already. Not a bad start. Whack the wavy coin. Alright, that's Zora money. That's really good. How about just well, that's just money laundering. Give him 100, he gives me 100, but it's clean. We haven't found any bombs yet, which is interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, completionist, I think, is easier in a lot of ways because you don't have to worry about, do I skip something? Like, typically, if you can get something, you should just get it. My natural inclination is to lean towards getting stuff anyways, so, well, that's really good. That's a good get. Good to have early. Ooh, baby, let's go. Oh, baby, let's go. This could be a really fast seed, potentially. Oh, I have no bombs. Like, I'm determined to not buy bombs, I guess, at this point. Little trouble with the beams there. This is 50 on. So that was 50-50 bomb rock, I believe. Yep. Gosh darn right it was. Didn't forget about Hobo, I'm gonna do it later. That's 2 pod smalls, that's good. Halfway there. You need 4, realistically, to clear. Well, 4 minimum. 5 is better. Is that where you can open up the front door? Just make getting around a little bit easier and not have to, like, constantly go up the bow side. This was money, I think? I didn't really get a great look at it. Alright. Gonna get the bridge check done. Just do it now, and then we can... We have Saha Eastern, we have Desert, and we have Death Mountain. I'd like to do Death Mountain when we get either a hammer or a mirror. I think we'll go to Desert first. No, let's do Eastern and Saha first. Skullwoods. Would love the big key to Eastern to show up here soon, but probably not happening. Alright, so Sun Prize is 20 bucks. Spent most of the money we'll need for the game. Already. Maybe 110 for pod, another probably like... Let's see, 80, 30... 10... call it like 150 or so rupees we'll need. In addition to pot, let's call 300 rupees. We're basically there. Castle Power, okay. Get out of the way. That's the last logical check here. We can get the big key chest, provided we can navigate in the dark. So this is locked behind the lamp, whatever's here. Alright, no problems with the dark rooms. Alright, so big key to swamp is locked behind lamp. That shouldn't really be too much of an issue. One bomb. Got to buy bombs at some point, I feel like. Should be farming that 50-50 Rocket Link's house pretty consistently. But I at least have the bomb for Regina. Wild, we had, what, 49 items picked up and not one of them has been a bomb pack? Kinda wild. GT small, that's good. Grab the ledge item and go over to Agina. I was hoping that would have been bombs. After this, it's really just Death Mountain and Castle Tower. That's really it. I mean, we can get over to Paradox Cave. That's in logic. This check, like opening the old man, save and quit, is not in logic. So this item, whatever we get, not in logic until we get the lamp. Alright, it's 20 bucks you can't use. Nope. There we go. It's only the one bomb I can't jump across and get Paradox Cave done. And I gotta come down here anyways, so it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, probably fast. I don't know about faster, but it's not super slow. We also aren't going to be able to bomb jump our way across. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's continue. What's up, Phillips? How are you doing? This is a completionist Cabookey seed, so we gotta get all 216. Myself and Dr. John. Head to head. Mono E Doctoro. This is practice for the race I'm doing tomorrow. What is here? Bombs. That's funny. Yeah, but you see the counter on the top right, 62 out of 216. That's how many items I've gotten so far. No keys to Hera. I could theoretically beat it. I don't know that I want to beat it, but maybe I will. We'll have to come back anyways, at least once. Fake powder, maybe? Question mark? Oh, I don't have a bomb to do it anyways. That's fine. That takes the decision out of my hands. So we'll do this, and then we got Dark World access now, so we can have some fun. Once we get mitts, then we can do Dark Death Mountain stuff. Okay, fine. Alright, we're still gonna start at Hype Cave. We'll need 2 bombs, minimum. Should just buy him, but... We've 66 items collected and no bombs. We've picked up 0 bombs. I've had to farm for every bomb I've used. Kinda nuts. I don't remember seeing a seed like this where bombs weren't available early. Get the 20. Why not? Alright. Now we really don't need money anymore. Alright, there's our lamp. That's possible. I mean, I haven't seen 71 items in. I have not seen a bomb item yet. So they got to be somewhere. Two keys in pod. That might be worth a dip. Oh, I can do Stumpy. Wait a minute. So unless we get Mitts or Mirror, we're done here. All right. A couple of things we can do here. We're gonna finally buy bombs, which means we're gonna find a bunch of bombs, like in Thieves Town or something. We can actually check Thick Kid as well. We haven't done that yet. Yeah, the thing with this mode is just you try to do things as efficiently as you can. Like, if you can single dip a dungeon, you're going to be much better off than if you have to, like, double and triple dip. Could have considered doing fake powder glitch there to get the magic bat item, but it's fine. The fire rod away from beating this dungeon. The swamp's small, that's good. We like that. Let's just get grabbed. Thank you. Quicker than pushing that statue, I think. Now we can get the entire front of Skullwoods cleared out. I guess I didn't need to steal that key at that point. I already had one. And I would need to go to the back anyways. That's fine, though. Like 3 or 4 seconds. Great. Not gonna scout Bumper Ledge. Can't do anything about it anyways, and we know we have to get it at some point. Yep, bombs. Lovely. The question is, what do we do after this? And I think we just save and quit. Or not. Now I think we have to go up to the north and check all that stuff, because we can get over to Pod and Catfish and do all that stuff. Alright.
Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers!
What is up, Emok? How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. So were you doing Bagel's ridiculous cross-key... Was it cross-Cabookey drop, Miser, Jones, whatever it was called? Alright, I'm glad you guys can hear the sound effect, because for a while it was playing and nobody heard it. So I'm glad it's working. Oh good, Butter Sword. Oh, you got it. Alright, that's not bad. Oh wait, no, no, I can fully beat Thief Town. Wait a minute, when did I get the Thief Town small key? I wasn't even paying attention. I was so excited about the raid noise going through the sound effect. I do want to try that seed. I want to get practice in for my Cabookey races tomorrow at 6, I think, Eastern. So I wanted to try to get a practice in before that. So I might be a little late in running it, but I will run it at some point, even if there's a new weekly posted, because it looks like a lot of fun. But yours at 7? Oh, nice. Good luck to you as well. Maybe you forget to update it. Yeah, I mean... Like I said, I will run it at some point. Oof. Let's just be careful. There we go. Alright, that's 3 pods small, so that's good. We still don't have the big key, but we're going there. We'll beat Skull Woods, actually, and then we'll go there. Yeah, me and James are running just Cabookey, but completionist. Mother. Solid. But I haven't done a completionist seed without key drop, so I just wanted to give it a go. Yeah, I saw you were doing Enemizer, and I was like, oh, that's bold of you, but congratulations. And then it was key drop on top of it, and I was like, oof. I'm gonna die again. You're an idiot? I wouldn't go that far. But the good news is I've already bombed the floor. I just have to get through here. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, when I signed up for this tournament... Oh, nice fairy. I didn't realize that any setting you put would automatically be applied if the other person picked it. I thought it was... Like, you could... Like, these are the settings I'm willing to run, and you can, like, talk about it. 4 pod smalls. Okay. So we can definitely do some damage in pod now. So I misunderstood... I think I moved. I misunderstood the rules and settings. Oh, that's actually really good. Because I haven't even checked Bumper Ledge yet, so we can just get the whole thing done in one swoop. I mean, if I had known that, I probably wouldn't have picked Completionist. But it's fine. Oh, I didn't get that second poke. Alright. This is Completionist Cabookey, so it's no drop, no Enemizer, no Mirror Scroll, just Cabookey, but you need to collect everything. Actually, I am going to do one thing. Yeah, it's the full 216. Oh, I don't have Samaria. I'm an idiot. Absolute idiot. That was just a waste of my time. I'm all out of sorts. Alright. Yeah, my first 2 races were Key Drop Completionist. Oh no, sorry. Scats was Key Drop Mirror Scroll. And Telethar was Completionist Key Drop with Mirror Scroll. Those are the 3 settings I chose. Alright, we'll just have to pick up some magic in here, because I'm dumb. Oh, stats at the end? Oh, but like who ran what seeds and stuff? That'd be kind of cool. Like, oh, like there were, you know, 5 Enemizer seeds run, and Limp Bagel ran one of them. Congratulations. There were 6 Completionist seeds run, and Scanlar ran 2 of them because he's a hoarder. I don't know. If key drops 25%? I don't know. It seems like there's a decent amount that have done key drop. Yeah, I saw there was a really close... I saw there was a really close race in the Mentor tournament. Oh, I didn't even hear that Wallmaster drop. 6 seconds is ridiculous. Green Cola versus Hyde is happening. Yeah, I saw there was I think a 10 o'clock race Eastern, so if that's still going on and after this is done, I might check that out. There we go. That's true, Emok. It is no tie. It is definitely not a tie. All right, sounds good, Bagel. Thanks for popping in. Keep me posted on how Hyde is doing. I still can't get over the tie. Alright, so both Thieves and Skullwoods are totally cleared. That's really good. So we really only have to come back there for Smith Chain. Let's hear the red meringue. We did both pop off. That was... because you don't expect that. At least I don't. Like, close races, sure, but... like, a tie was just wild. And the fact that it was us. Oh, nice. And I want to say somebody else finished, like, not too far ahead of us, too. Like, it was just like a rash of close finishes, and then we had the tie. I could be wrong about that. I could be mixing up with another race, but... yeah, I thought there was a bunch of people that finished kind of close to each other. Oh, yeah. No mitts. Not yet, anyways. I was waiting for that to be Sank Heart, and all those hearts I picked up wouldn't have mattered. Map of Hera. So I had the opportunity to sequence break beating Hera and didn't. I don't know if that's gonna burn me or not. But I figured I didn't have either key, so I'm gonna have to go back there anyways. And the hope is I can just do it in one shot. But one more shot, I guess. I did the first 2 checks. Yeah, we can do pretty much everything in pod. Like, there's 12 checks we can get without the big key. Might be worth a dip into Castle Tower to get those 2 items, too. We can check Pyramid and do that. If we happen to find Pod Big Key, we can just go. Eastern Big Key, we can clear that up, too. Maybe we do that. I didn't even need to check that, but hooray. We only have one key, but we can get both items. That'll bring us to a nice round 100 checks. Blue mail's fine. Nothing we needed to worry about, I guess. Oh, we can fully clear swamp? We have small key and big key. I kind of like that better, honestly. Actually, let's... it would have been quicker to go through the hammer pegs to do this. This is slow. Oh. Could have done Castle Tower. Sorry, I think there's just like a map or something on the lumberjack ledge, so we can kind of do Castle Tower whenever. I'd kind of like to grab the lumberjack item when we go get Ped. So our myth's gonna show up here. They're either here or pod, I think. That's my guess. Alright, what do we have here? Pod 5. Alright, that's actually good that I'm glad we came here. Now we can just open the front door and make routing through pod that much easier. I'd love to find the big key. Before we go in there. This is a crystal. Fine. so this is kind of what I'm talking about. If we can clear dungeons in one shot, it's going to be beneficial to do it. Like Thieves, we were able to do in one go. Skull Woods was 2, but it was pretty quick, honestly. Swamp will be able to do in one shot. Hopefully we can do Pod in one shot. Ice. You get lucky enough to be able to do Mire. Desert we can clear now. I'm just trying to find the Pod Big Key before we go into Pod, if at all possible. Or at least the Eastern Big Key so we can get something done there. GT Big, good. Oh, I get to do Bomb Diver Down. Yay. Haven't done this in a while. There it is. Lots of big keys in here. Is it GT, Desert, Ice, big keys all in here? Got it. Alright, so Swamp is fully cleared now. So let's go do Bombo's Tablet. Then go and finish Desert, I guess. Actually, let's do K45 first. Then we can do that. That's really the last thing on the Smith chain that we don't have to, that we have to mirror to, so we can just grab the purple chest and flute with it. Another big key. Ah, perfect. Pod big. So, you know what? We'll still do Bombo's Tablet, but I want to go into Pod now. See if we can combo Desert and Mire. What do we still need for big keys? Just Mire, Eastern, and Hera. Alright, so we'll be able to do Pod in one shot as well. I would really love for the Eastern Big to show up in Pod. That'd be really awesome. a good thing we got that 300 on the ether tablets. We could afford Kiki 14 times. Alright, 5 smalls. We can open the front door. Let's go. This is a pendant. Okay. I'm going to try to do this with 1 mirror and 1 trip up the right side. Our first TR small. Alright, so now we can do big key chest. Below big key chest, the 2 on the right side, and the boss, and that's it. It's 3 GT smalls. So it's these 2 chests here, and then the boss, and then we're done. Odd 6. That puts the entire dungeon in logic. Very good. If I check maps, I can get all of the dungeon information that I need, I think. I'm missing 1 map. But I should be able to get everything I need from checking the map in the Dark World and the Light World. Apparently one of those bombs didn't hit. Nice. Okay. So, theoretically, no luck on the eastern. I did say Mitts would be here or swamp. Ice Palace looks really good now. You can't ice break though. Let's turn in the green pendant actually while we're here. Then we can figure out where the heck we want to go. Fine. Oh, where do we want to go? Alright, Hera's a 5/6. Wait, was Steve's our other 5/6? What did I miss? Pendant. Oh, I don't know ice. I also didn't see what Eastern was. That was dumb on my part. I still don't have Samaria to do fake powder. That's annoying. Probably shouldn't have done this then. Should have just done ice. Yeah, we'll do ice right after. Unless we get Samaria or powder right here. Eastern's our other pendant, which means ice is the 5/6. So let's go do ice, I guess. After we turn in purple chest. Another dungeon we can go through in one shot. Okay. Okay. This is just going... I think this is going relatively well. So now we can... We're big key away from beating Meyer. We're a couple of smalls away from beating TR. Oh, this is awesome. I feel like we're making plays and they're in the right order, which is not always the case. That's 1 pixel too many. There we go. So if we can beat Eastern, that'll get us access to Head. Which means that the Eastern Big Key could be in GT. The Hera Big Key cannot be in GT. Nice. Alright, I still have to go around to get... Wait. What did I skip? Why is it 6? What did I skip? Map chest. What? I gotta go back in and figure it out. Got iced tea. Compass chest, big key chest, spike room. Matt, what is the map chest? What didn't I do? I gotta go through it again. That sucks. That's dumb. Got that one. Got that one. Did I not get the one? Oh. Idiot. I never did this. Alright. Well, that's fine. Whatever. Now I guess we can go to Desert and Mire. Nice. Would have been nicer for ice, but that's fine. It's still good. It'll be good for Vidi, assuming we don't have silvers by then. I have to do Meyer Shed too. Alright, what's over here? Key we don't need. We're gonna go into Meyer after this. There's no reason not to. We're here. If the big key is in there somewhere, we can clear it. Oh, give it to me. Yeah. Oh no, we have the big key to Meyer. It was Hera and Eastern, so we can fully clear Meyer. Alright, this is coming together pretty nicely, actually. So now that's... Hera Small would be lovely to get. I have no idea which medallion opens Meyer, but we'll find out. Unfortunate we lost those sword beams for this room, but we'll make it work. Could have been worse. That could have been worse. right. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. All things considered. I would love the Eastern Big just to get rid of that. Just be done with it. And so we can get fed. That's Sankheart? I think that was Sankheart. 1 key, we'll pick up another one so we can... I guess it doesn't matter. We have to go this way anyways to get the big chest. GT. Oh, that's lovely. So now it's key-wise. What do we need? A couple of TR smalls. And the Hera small. I also haven't touched Dark Death Mountain at all yet, either. So what I might do... Alright, that didn't work. I lost it somewhere along the way. So I think after this, we go do Eastern. Then we do Castle Tower. We get Ped, we get Lumberjack, we fake Powder. We turn in the Mushroom, and then we do a bunch of stuff on Death Mountain. Because the only check that we don't have access to that's not on Death Mountain is the shovel check. Because we don't have shovel yet. But everything else... Everything else is on Death Mountain outside of Red Bomb. We have Red Bomb too, but that's... I can honestly do that right before GT, hopefully. Alright, let's go do Eastern. Okay, so that'll open up Ped. Do Castle Tower. That'll open up Lumberjack. And we can do Fake Powder into Lumberjack into Ped. If we happen to find the shovel, we can do that as well. Because I don't know what's on Ped. I haven't read it yet. Can't beat TR yet. But the good news is I don't think any TR keys can be in GT. So they've got to be on the way somewhere. Come on. 2,100 rupees is overkill. All right. So let's go do Castle Tower. And my goal was to try to sub 2 this, and we have a shot at it, I think, depending on where some of this stuff is. Like, the Hera Small, I'm kind of worried about, I gotta be honest. That could be in a lot of places. We're down to, what, 60 checks? And basically half of them are in GT. Honestly, between TR and GT, that's the majority of the checks. Sniped. That Hera Small is really going to bother me. Although, what was on Spec Rock? Was it a small key? It might have been a small key. And there's, what, 5 small keys left? We need 3 of them? Ah, that was stupid. I got cocky. Tried to reflect it with the hammer. Should have been over right there, I think. Yeah. Cost us like a whole 5 seconds. Lame. Fine. We get to see what's here. I also haven't checked this yet either. Alright, what do we got? A compass. Awesome. Sorry, we needed it. Oh, I forgot there's a thief there. This was it a map? I think it was a map. Yeah. Shouldn't need it, but just in case. I think that's everything on that's not on Death Mountain that we can do. Except get dead rocked. I swear. Oh my god. Why, dead rocks? Why? Alright, now I guess we can hop into Hera. Oh, it's just rupees there. I kind of want to do Dark Death Mountain first. Yep, dead rocks for sure. The worst. Whatever. We'll do Hera. We've got to come back here for GT anyways. Okay, thank you. This way, if we can beat TR, we can open GT, I guess. Because I think Hera Small is possible to be in GT because we don't need it to beat the dungeon. All right, there's 4 small keys left. We need 3 of them. Hera Small. Nope. Alright, that opens up Red Bomb. Alright, tell you what, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do Spike Cave. We'll do Red Bomb, then we'll come back up. Just in case some of the keys are in Red Bomb. We don't have to go through it again. We might be able to do this without even using magic. We have 18 hearts. Yeah. Alright, so that was one of the keys we needed. That's fine. Single rupee, that's fine. You can have a rupee. Nope. Could have just gone. That's alright, though. This way here, once we drop in... Hopefully once we beat Daga 2, we can just drop into Ganon. Imagine getting through the Dead Rocks, no problem. Imagine waiting till an hour 40 to check Dark Death Mountain. Yeah, just bombs up there. I knew it wasn't anything important, I just didn't remember exactly what. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Bombos. Cool. That's TR4. All right, so we can now we can beat TR one shot. So that's good. We want to see the Hera Small. Wait, no, I gotta go grab those bombs. Okay. So sub 2 probably not happening, but this was not the right way to go, but whatever. It's fine. Nice silvers. Of course, there's our shovel. As long as the Hera Small isn't under that shovel, I feel okay. TR Small under the shovel would be the worst case scenario. But there's a ton of checks in GT. So I'm not too worried. So what do we have left? It's just the checks in here, the GT checks. Hera cutscene, and shovel. I think that's it. So our last check will likely be shovel. The only way it's not is if the Hera small is on the climb or under the shovel. Sub 2 probably not happening, but probably maybe like a 205. Right, because it's GT. Yeah, if Hera small is before the GT climb and not under shovel, this could be quick. As long as we don't have to do another mountain climb. That's really what it comes down to. But there's what, 23 checks. There's 29 items, so 23 out of 29, that's a pretty solid percentage. If we find it up before the climb, then we can just mirror after the basement and just do it. So that's the hope, obviously, to not have to do another climb, mountain climb. There's 2 small keys in the game left. That's the hope room. Yeah, that's, I mean, it could be. I'm kind of just going to do full left and then full right. Just because I have to do everything anyways. We're just going to one side and then the other. Yeah, I mean, it honestly doesn't really matter a ton. Oh, it's going to be the last small key we find. Cute. That's fine. Like I said, I just hope it's in the basement somewhere. It's behind that shovel, though. Which, actually, as I'm thinking about it, I wonder if... I don't think the Hera small key is required for beating the dungeon, right? I mean, don't answer, obviously, but... Because if it is, then it's guaranteed to be behind the shovel. Oh, there it is. Perfect. All right, so we'll end on shovel. That'll be the 216 item. We'll finish the basement. We'll mirror. We'll take care of Hera basement. Climb GT. Get the shovel, and then we're done. So yeah, not sub 2, I don't think. Be close. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if somehow it, like, had to... Oh, I don't have powder. Interesting. Like, if you had to get all the keys. That, I'm not 100%... I wasn't 100% sure. But I guess you're right, since it wasn't really blocking anything... then it could have been anywhere, really. Just not behind itself. Look how the tiles are, like, doing weird things. Like, the ones that spawn close to me, like, kind of do a double take and go a different direction. Like, this one should. Yeah, it would, like, get a little... little zigzag. There's the powder. I don't even need that other key. I have the 2 and I can get one. I could have gotten one from the mini Helmosaur up at the top. Yeah, so there's 1 item here, there's 4 on the climb, and the shovel. Nice. Controller won the late 117. Holy Nikes. I know it was Kaz boots, but still, that's a heck of a time. Like, that's a time I'd be proud of. Never mind Menti. Like, that's awesome. Like, there's no shame in losing to that time. Like, I don't know what Hyde's time was, but no shame in losing to a 117. Mitts in King's Tomb. Oh my god. Hyde was, yeah, I mean, that's a fair thing to be late to. Like, it's not an easy spot to find mitts. Are we missing any? I don't even know what we're missing. Picking up his last crystal at 119. Yeah, so you should be 130. Potential for a sub 130 there. Depends on serverless scanning. Yeah, and where the big key is, I guess. Just saying there's a chance, which is, I mean, if you're getting sub 130s in the Metro tournament, you're doing something right. So you get a sub 130 and you lose, you just tip your cap and go on to the next one knowing you did well. Oh good, more money. There it is. Oh, those first two fire at the same time? That's bad. That could have been at least two, if not more. Like that. Nice. Alright, good enough. Yeah, so with any luck, this can be like a 203. Oh, John finished. 159. He finished about a minute ago. GG's. Wonder where the 4-minute difference is going to be. I thought we rutted this one okay. Wonder where we missed. Not sure how I didn't get hit there, but we'll take it. If we can sub 203 this, I'll take it. I miss. Double? Nope. Maybe just shy of 203. It's gonna be very close. I wonder where the 4 minutes was. Thanks for the GG's, Emok. John, GG's, man. I felt good about this one, too, so... What'd you think of completionist mode for your first one? Yeah. I mean, if you ordered it correctly, like, I single-dipped a bunch of dungeons. Like, I single-dipped, let me see, Pod, Ice... Actually, I had to go back in Ice because I missed a check, so I guess technically not, but... It's a Pod, Ice, Mire, Swamp, TR, Thieves. I had to go back. I did the front of Skull Woods and then went right back after I got the Fire Rod and Thieves. But I felt like I stayed out of Pod until I got the big key. And I had 5 small, so I get to clear everything, which was nice. I took a dumb death in Thieves Town on my way to Blind Cell, which was stupid. You left Zelda in her cell? That's solid. How long did it take for you to realize that? Oh no. Oh no. So you had to go back from the throne room and get her, and you still beat me by 4 minutes. That's... doesn't bode well for me for tomorrow, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I don't know. I have to go back and look. I feel like I did okay. Outside of the dumb death in TR. I mean, in Thieves Town. I actually feel like I made a lot of solid decisions. A couple minor things that I probably could take back that probably cost me time, but... yeah, I mean, that you don't have to really scout anything, I guess. Like, I didn't scout Bumper Ledge. I did scout Lumberjack. I probably shouldn't in Completionist. I guess I just wanted to know if there was going to be a key there. But I didn't scout Lumberjack. I didn't scout Ped. I think I might have scouted both islands, like Floating Island and like Hylia Island. But it definitely puts a premium on being able to single dip dungeons. So if you can single dip dungeons, you're going to have a good time. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I probably shouldn't scout anything, to be quite honest. It's just like I scout it in non-completionist seeds when I have boots. So I just kind of I just went into the habit of we're just going to check it. But I probably should just skip it. It saves, I mean, what? Probably 8 seconds? 7 seconds, 8 seconds, something like that. So, is what it is. I did fake powder. That was one of the minor mistakes, is I went to do fake powder, depleted all my magic. Right after I beat Thieves Town, and then dropped into the hole and was like, wait, I don't have the cane. I can't do this. So I had to leave and do all that weird stuff. So that wasted a little bit of time. Yeah, anytime you can get anytime you can get an item before you have the ability to, like, what the hell is it called? To get the Zora Ledge item without the flippers. What's the name? I'm blanking on the name of that glitch. Splash delete. If you can, like, obviously you get the flippers early in this one, but if you can splash delete, that is a useful thing to be able to do, so you don't have to come back up with flippers later. And you don't have to worry about putting off doing the Zora checks if you have early access. Like, that's a pretty good one to know. Fake powder could be useful if you get, like, in this seed it was great, because powder was in, GT. Hide 131. That's still a good time, though. Like, it's unfortunate that he ran into the buzzsaw that was the 117 from Green Cola. Yeah, correct, John. Ganon is not vulnerable until you have all the checks. Yeah, I'll have to watch your VOD, John, figure out where I could have saved some time. Like, I don't know if I wrong ordered something. Oh, I feel like the death in Thieves cost me probably a minute to a minute and a half. There's, like I said, there's some minor things. Like, dropping into fake powder cost me probably 20, 30 seconds. Yeah, I mean, my normal gameplay tends to veer towards over-clearing versus skipping. So this mode, I think, kind of plays into that for me, so I kind of like it a little more. It does a little bit of a different... You just have to think about it a little bit differently. And like I said, where if you can do things like fake powder or splash delete, that you can get items early. without, and that way you don't need to come back. Like that's a huge benefit. Like honestly, should work on splash delete just in case, because I'm not great at it. Yeah, and this is a seed you could just completely go mode GT. Like doing the seed without completionist is probably what 20 minutes faster, 25 minutes. Like this was fast. Like you don't have to go back and do Eastern. I don't think there was anything. Oh, there's a bunch of big keys in Pod actually, and the mitts on Helma. It's a Pod you had to do. But Skull Woods, don't remember having anything great. You would have gone into Swamp sooner, waiting on the big key. Where was the Swamp big key? I had it, before I even realized I went into Swamp. Was it in Castle Tower? No, I don't think it was anything in Castle Tower. Where the hell was Swamp Big Key? An immaculate first Dark World trip. Oh, you're right. It was. It was Eastern Big Key chest because I sequence broke it, and I was like, "Oh, this is behind lamp." I remember that now. Yeah. What was your first Dark World trip, John? I'm guessing you started at Thieves Town. It was like the best Dark World trip was probably you do Thieves Town, you get the Fire Rod, you go up and clear Skull Woods. I think you also get the Cape somewhere in that route. You go over to Catfish, do all that stuff like that. That's a pretty good route in this one, I think. You didn't dive Eastern until you single dip Pod. That's pretty good. You stayed out of Eastern. That's really good. I think I did. I think I did Desert first because the book was early. So I went over and checked what I could in Desert. Then from there, I think I went to Saha Eastern before I went to the mountain. That might have been part of it too, because the Moon Pearl and the hammer was up there for Dark World access. You sent a Vu to Cape for. All right, so you went south. Okay, so you kind of went counterclockwise, but didn't go into Pod. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that the CT2. I see. I that's a thing I wrong ordered. I think because I got the CT2 key after I got that key after I had already gone into CT. That is a pretty good Dark World route, though. Start at Thieves Town and go counterclockwise. You skip Pod. Yeah, I did it in two parts, which was probably a little bit slower because I started at Hype Cave. I mean, yeah, at Hype Cave. Went over to Dig Game, saved and quit, and then went to. I think I did Skullwoods first, then down into Thieves, then back into Skullwoods, across over to Catfish, Pyramid, then into Castle Tower. And I think at that point I realized that I had Swamp available. So I grabbed the key off the island, then went into Swamp. Then I want to say I think I did Pod at that point. 'Cause the Mire Big, I think, was in there. So then I did Desert and Mire. Then I went back to Eastern, and I basically cleared the entire non-mountain outside of the shovel before I climbed. Oh, actually, that's not true. I did. I after I beat Eastern, I went up. I beat Hera, and then I did Spike Cave. I got it was a TR small, so I saved and quit out of there. I did Red Bomb, hoping that if TR4 was in the Red Bomb, then I would just be able to get through, or Hera small, one or the other. I was hoping for at least one of those small keys, which didn't happen. But I suppose I could have waited to do Red Bomb till right before Ganon, which was kind of my original thought. If I had stuck with that, it might have saved a little bit of time, maybe. But that's probably not more than like 10 seconds. But it's like these little things that just add up. Oh well. I'm glad you enjoyed it. This was fun. Thanks for doing this. Yeah, I mean, if you can, if that was the route, I mean, that was the route for sure. If I mean, that saves a good amount of time. Knowledge of the like highly cues the motivation. Yeah, that's. I mean, I knew there was a key there. I don't know. I grabbed that key at the wrong time. That was my issue. That was part of the issue. But yeah, being able to fully clear thieves probably should have gone there first. Yeah, same. Same. I mean, I was prepared to go in with four, and then I found the fifth. I forget where I found the fifth. Maybe Swamp. But once I found that, I was like, all right, like we can do this. And I actually did it with one mirror and one trip up the right side. Because with five keys, I went in the front door. Obviously, you get the first check, but you open the front door, you go right, and then you just go straight to the back, clear all that out, mirror, go back to the front door, get the big key chest and the chest below it, go up the right side, and then just clear out the boss from there. So I actually like the way I did Pod. I like most of what I did, honestly. It just that initial Dark World loop, it went the wrong way. I added a save and quit where I didn't need to, and I ended up double dipping Skull Woods, which I didn't need to either. So it kind of feels bad, but it is what it is. That's probably a reasonable second guess, is knowing that you could fully clear thieves makes a ton of sense to just go there first. Yeah, I mean, you got to the throne room. I died stupidly like two rooms before the blowing the floor up in Thieves Town. Like it is what it is. I think that more or less washes out. I think that's about a minute on each side. Yeah, I mean that Dark World route in this seed was definitely the. I mean, that was a huge advantage. Like that's probably at least 2 of the 4 minutes right there. Like routing it that way. That was very very solid. Yeah, I didn't play badly. I just didn't play well enough. I don't think to beat James. Like I'd give this a solid B to B plus. There's a few things that I could have done better. But I think it's a solid second guess to not start at Thieves Town in the Dark World. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I was pretty good. Like I didn't go into Pod until I had 5 smalls on the big. I didn't go into Mire until I had, I think, the big and 2 smalls. Swamp, I went in with both keys. Thieves, I went in with both keys. Ice, I went in with all the keys. TR, I went in with all the keys. Like I was able to single dip a ton of dungeons. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I wanted to try to get a sub 2, and I was damn close. It was there. I mean, obviously you got one, but it was there. Sub 2 was there. Yeah, I gotta get going a bit too. All right, good night, John. GG's. We'll talk soon, I'm sure. I am out. Have a good night. I'll be on 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for winner go home race with James FNX or against James FNX, and we will talk to you then. Have a good night.